Yo, good morning, y'all. It's me, Kasin Koral, and it is 9 on the dot. Nice. And yeah, we're gonna be going back to DevLog. Let me switch real quick. Yes. So, I think it's been 3 months already. I noticed that there's a pattern between, like, I think all the episodes I've produced for DevLog, at least when I took in breaks between, well, for the fact that, there's just no more content when I reach the end. It's like takes 3 months, at least for me to get back. So that's something. They did update it with a few more chapters. I think I would like to say there's 3 more, maybe, or maybe 3 more days worth of chapters. I'm pretty sure each day is a chapter, maybe. Yeah. Right now it's in alpha 0.4.3. Very cool. And yeah, I didn't really notice anything new with the startup, so I don't think there's anything new to get into. Jesus Christ, my last save was in December. Can I actually go into? Yes, I can. I don't know if there's anything new to the begin. Oh shit. Let me see if there's anything new to the intro. If not, I'll just go back to where I ended. Alright. The only thing I know, or that I notice, is that I think art's just a bit better. At least for the intro or the cutscenes. And there's actually I don't know how to call it, this. I forgot what they call this. Studio introduction thing. So that's nice. But other than that, nothing really new. Other than the days that I have to go to. So I don't think we're really that far in. Yeah, I remember this. I think the last thing I did was go to the library, I think near the end of the day. Or maybe halfway through the day, I don't know. And tell whatever his name was, Daniel? I don't remember. Tell him that I want to make a game with him. So, yeah, let's get to that point. Very epic. Well, this is something new. I don't think we did this in the previous versions. Maybe it did happen in the version that was whatever the devlog version was before 4 point whatever. Maybe it was there, but I don't remember this in 2.1 alpha. Maybe it was there, but I absolutely don't remember. But this is pretty cool. Or at least I think it was just text, but it definitely weren't pictures. I guess we'll go with Danky Kang. But I don't know. I'll retread this story once this fully releases, but for now I'm just not bothered. Also, I tried to use the saves from 2.1, but I don't think they connect well with this game, so I'm just raw dogging this with skip. Right. This was the last piece of dialogue in 2.1 before it's cut to the ending. But of course it's 4.3, so there's more stuff. Hopefully the game doesn't kill itself. Another day, another math class. I had my first lecture in general chemistry to the books yesterday, and as of today, I have officially survived 72 consecutive hours in college. And that would make me happy if not for the nonsensical stream of numbers that drill into one ear and fly out of the other. I'm absolutely not retaining any of this info. At all. Hopefully, I'll be able to shake off the first week dizziness by the time exams start. First week dizziness. That's the first time I've ever heard of that term. That maybe I'm too old for college already. Ah, fuck. Also, I'll save here, because I do remember it just, it kept on showing errors after one of these pages. Oh shit. Mr. Hawthorne's thunderous monotone makes, and I swear this is true, the glass windows vibrate slightly when he raises his voice in emphasis. It's like wearing super bassy headphones that shake even at the low volume. He seems happy to be here, as if everything in his life has led him to teach math. When he tells us how to find x or repeats the equations part by part, symbol by symbol, I see a glint in his eyes. Hopefully you can actually catch what the hell he's trying to say. Fuck, algebra's just too hard for me. Whatever black magic at work, that means I don't have to invest in earplugs is fine by me. Mr. Hawthorne effortlessly sketches graph after graph with only a ruler and the naked eye. He even color codes the different sections and concepts, making comprehension nowhere near the chore I expected it to be. So, to rehash that, a slope is the representation of how a graph changes direction. A change in y over a change in x, as I'm sure you're all aware. Okay, so like rise over run or some shit? I guess? Yeah, slope. Rise over run. Therefore m in this case would be equal to... My mind drifts. I look down at my notebook, pencil still in hand. There's the beginning of a graph in the leftmost corner. A curve that curves into a scribble in the shape of a sleeping face emoji. Why did it have to be an emoji that you drew? Powerless to force myself to care for Cartesian planes, my thoughts inevitably drift back to the video game. Our video game. Out of all the genres we, and I get a funny feeling in that word, might want to try, they all have one thing in common. Characters. Even if we were to make some sort of simple RPG, with pure text and some free music in the background, I think that having a feel for characters is important. I mean, some would say it's an overabundance. Casey, fuck. I'm not gonna say my opinions. We need more baby games, goddamn. Fuck it. So without any real direction, I start sketching away. Okay. Life is good. I shouldn't have used the fucking save from 2.1. Little stupid me. Also, let's see if I can find anything here. Okay, the inevitable S. Snoot, man. Dude, that looks like a 3D polygon from just on the 2000s mark. Some dragon on the top, game controller, and a car in the top right that's scratched out. Angry dino, just left adjacent to that character's head in the center. I guess some type of hand in the left center. A sword, which looks like had some eraser go through it, and other sketches. Alright. Bring back me. Let's see. Oh. So what I did was fucking useless. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, no. Okay. So I'm making my own OC. Okay. I have a feeling many people would pick the bald character. Let's make a woman. Because we need tits. We need tits to look at, goddammit. Too many... Nah, I want to do the short hair thing. Too many characters with their pixel haircut, or pixie haircut, and they're absolute cunts. Or they're just overly muscular for no reason. This one just shows too much forehead. Or they all show too much forehead. Fuck it, I guess we'll go with this one. Oh. Human or Dino or Ceratosaur or whatever. Human girl we go. Human domination. Is that power armor? Okay, I guess so. Some type of robe. Okay, so the explorer, power armor, robe. Like akin to a fantasy setting. I guess we'll go with this one. Oh, oh! Oh, she's an angel now. Oh, hell yeah. A humanoid. Is that just a, that's just a tail? And it's stuck for a little bit. Ah, not responding. Cool. Now we got that long tail now. A tail that looked like a brush. Okay. Nah, we'll just stay with this. The resulting character concept looks at home at a restaurant's children's placemat. The broad strokes are there, but not anywhere close to passable. Even erasing or redoing bits and pieces results in the same outcome. Maybe even worse than my first drafts. So eventually, I'll leave well enough alone and set my pencil down. It's a female angel. There you go. That's what I like. An angel. I'm not 100% sure of the gameplay and lore implications, but they do look pretty majestic, if I do say so myself. I'm not too sure about the outfit. It does make them look a bit too much like an L&L character. Me when I look at fucking Link, or even Zelda, any Zelda. This sentence, it does make them look like too much of an L&L character. Okay, chill out, buddy. There's more to fantasy than Dungeons and Dragons. But I guess, fuck it. Link is Dungeons and Dragons. Fucking Hands, the fucking... what's his name? Fuck, what's the main character of Kingdom Come Deliverance? That guy and his gay-ass boyfriend who's 15. So, basically a pedo game. Hell no. Well, they did modify it to 18 when they... when they were... in a patch. It was crazy that it was in the patch, not fucking on release. Whoopsie, too much of a slip. Fucking David Vavra. Although, maybe we can work with that. Just because it looks like a row doesn't make it fucking LNL. I guess KCD is LNL to you. Dungeons and Dragons. Dumbass. Now that I think about it, one thing that all genres share is having a setting. Even if it was some sort of collab fighting game from characters of all possible and impossible eras, whatever that's supposed to mean, each character would make sense inside their own context. And I happen to have no context at all. I feel silly now. This entire design could be thrown out the window depending on the setting we go with. Okay. I mean, you'll have to go through many iterations anyways. I guess I'll just ignore that part for now, though. We could always design a setting around a character too, I suppose. BGs are supposed to be cool and, according to community property... whoops. Guess some of Mr. Hawthorne's words can pierce... what can pierce... the dissociative boredom after all. Anyways, the order of the elements doesn't affect the results you get in some cases. Who even is this that I'm drawing? Could they be the protag? The antag? Some sad sidekick for the big bad that gets a redemption arc? Don't be like that. Don't play into that archetype. Or you can. Just don't make it shit. Which most of them are. Or at least rush, I should say. In the margins, I write down anything that comes to mind to rationalize their place in the narrative. While some of these might make me cringe once I read them later, it's better to have them written down than to not have them at all. You can laugh at me later. At least I'm coming up with something. I guess. A gentle gust of wind tickles me on the back of my neck. Huh? Oh, hey, it's the Dino Girl. I see many drawings. I just hopefully there's a gym episode or gym part later. Huh? I look towards the window to my left and instead of the bright morning sun, there's a silhouette of ah. I feel my heart leap into my throat and cheeks go supernova at the outburst. Emily turns pale and Mr. Hawthorne calls us out. Dev? Emily, what's with all the ruckus? Care to share with the rest of the class? Brother! A face appeared. I wanted the sun, not a face, when I look out the window. Come on. The cogs in my brain grind against each other after being startled and immediately put on the spot. I saw a bug. Oh, of course, Emily fucks off. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugmen very much. Mr. Hawthorne isn't convinced at all, but he sighs and shakes his head before moving on. Some other students, the ones not glaring at me with annoyance, laugh. I'm with the urge to swallow me whole. You're not Agartha. Oh, fuck. You're not. Is it Agartha? I don't remember. Fuck it, you're not Agartha's top guy, buddy. You're not being called to action. What a shame. Insects can be interesting creatures. In fact, did all of you know that a bee can make a perfect hexagon without even... And with that tangent, I drift off from the lesson once again. Oh, is there something coming up? I scratched the back of my neck and tried to keep my mind off of Emily. She wasn't exactly incognito with how she was craning her head over my shoulder before. I think she might be above you now. I don't think I've even come close to understanding her yet. Oh, there you go. I get that she's really adamant about her art, but there's another gust of wind on the back of my head. Looking out at the corner of my eyes, I see that the classroom windows are closed. The air vents are nowhere near me. I've got a feeling I know where that wind is actually coming from. My money's on the purple wallflower poised right above me for some reason. She's interested in your art, dude. You gotta realize that. Also, of course, another moment. Well, thumbnail, I guess. Right. Bring this bad boy back up. Hell yeah. I take a deep breath and turn my head around, coming face to muzzle with the curtain of hair that obscures most of her features. I turn and shrug inquisitively at her, trying not to draw Mr. Hawthorne's ire again. Emily lets out a small eep and darts back to her desk. I'm left to my mouth hanging open. Does she need something? Maybe she wants to see my drawing? I can't exactly blame her for being more interested in that than the class itself. Oh well, I need to stay focused on my own stuff. If not the lesson, then this concept character, so I can bring something of value to Theo by lunchtime. Okay, so hero and heroine. If we make an adventure game, these could be both protagonists with different plots. Okay, so wait, different plots. Different plots akin to their gender, or different plots akin to like something out of Star Wars: The Old Republic, where you can either be a Sith, go on your own adventure, or be a Jedi and go on a completely different adventure. I forgot what the middle grounds were. I think Hunter and Inquisitive Soldier? Ah, man, one can say that those two can be. Hunters and Inquisitive ones can be. How should I say it? Very OP in terms of power. I think you can just get crazy way more crazier and powerful characters with being a hunter or a inquisitive officer. Maybe. I haven't played the game. I'm just thinking it's a... How'd I shit? A pull-up thing? Rank of power? I don't fucking know. Anyways, maybe she knows how to pick locks. Maybe he just kicks down doors. Or maybe she's got a double jump and the guy can break rock walls. If we go the fighting game route, these could be our Ryu and Ken. Okay. You mean Ryu and Chun-Li? Basic characters and center of the sad excuse for a plot that would give the entire roster of fighters a reason to, well, fight. Grasping for gameplay dynamics, I write down that she's a glass cannon, and that my guy right here will be a combo-focused combatant. Wait, so one's just a one-trick pony, a fragile one-trick pony. One is, I don't know, Ryu, bootleg Ryu. The horror route could be similar to the adventure game route. In that case, maybe the guy has more inventory space. Of course. Wait, no. Well, I guess. So the guy has more inventory space. I was thinking immediately of Resident Evil, but if we're going by the first game, Chris has like, I think only only 6 spaces, while Jill has only 8. 2 more spaces. It's not much, but it is something. I forgot what else, the special things that Chris has, and I think Jill has a lighter off the bat as well. So the guy has more inventory spaces, but the girl can stack more of the same item. So let's say it's Resident Evil. The girl can carry 6 cases of the same gunpowder. Let's say pistol gunpowder. Well, no, it's gunpowder. Let's just say weak gunpowder. She can carry 6 cases of weak gunpowder, while the guy can only carry 4. That's something. That's good thinking, honestly. At least for this stage. Alright. Racing game. Racing game? I mean, racing game. What are you gonna do? Do something like, I don't know, The Crew? The Crew is basically a racing game as an RPG, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe even Forza Horizon. I'm pretty sure that's still technically a racing RPG. Definitely not your traditional racing simulation or racing arcade game. Anyways, I write racing game at the bottom of the page and realize that the closest thing I can draw to a car is a rectangle with 2 circles directly underneath it. I'm not that much of a car person, but party racing games are fun. I can see that, but I still think simulation racing games are much more fun. Then again, I like cars. I go to dealerships. Well, it's been some time since I went to a dealership, but I do go to dealerships. Specifically the like the exotic ones. Exotic, quote unquote. Ones I don't really see. Like Lotus, Rolls-Royce. Thankfully, those dealerships are really close to me. Yeah, there's also rhythm games, but I've already grown attached to these 2 characters. I don't think a rhythm game of any kind would do them justice. They're saying a lot with how little justice I'm giving them as their creator. I think you're just not giving the rhythm game angle justice because you're not really familiar with rhythm games. I mean, a girl with wings, or an angel that's doing a rhythm game, you can just do something akin to DDR. It's DDR. I'm pretty sure most of those dances are like, probably more than likely not possible anyways. The dances, the real part. The environments, the not real part. I'll just say. They're undoubtedly mine. I've only had them for half an hour, but if anything happened to them, I would destroy the world and then myself. And then there's Emily. But in all seriousness, what's another genre that has characters front and center? Visual novel, there you go. a mystery fantasy visual novel about a monster hunter investigator and his friend turned rival, the dark witch that's trying to get to the bottom of things before him. Yes, yes, it's all coming together. I have a feeling this describes a particular VN that I don't know about. But it is very vague, so who knows. I'm just gonna say it's Professor Layton. Watch it be Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I mean, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there were witches in the game. Doesn't help that they were teleported to, I think, a storybook of some kind. Yeah. Another gust of wind. I turn my head quickly to find Emily's receding head and the blush on her cheeks. I suck my teeth audibly. She clearly just wants a peek now, but I find myself shamefully guarding my fledgling characters. She did share her art with me, without reservation though. And thankfully the teacher's not over your shoulder. Swelling down to anxiety, I angled a page towards her, allowing Emily to get a better look on my notebook. The long neck sneaks past two other students. Thankfully, too focused on the class were actively ignoring her, until it was back above my shoulder. Because her eyes are covered by her fringe, I can't see them, and what shows of her face reveals nothing of her impression of my so-called art. Does she like them? Think they suck? A leg begins to anxiously bounce as I await any reaction at all. When I see none, I quickly write out, "Is something wrong?" I want to see her eyes. I want to see Emily's eyes, damn it. I am asking about my drawings. Now that I've put the words to paper, the question seems super ambiguous. She shakes her head but keeps eyeing the sketch critically. I underline the written question and tap on the letters with my pencil. Emily purses her lips and starts to pull her head away. Wait, I'm pretty sure the teacher's right behind you. Yeah, you fucking... Oh my god. You silly, silly man. Silly, silly. Right. Dev, Emily. Oh no! Something to share with everyone else? No, Mr. Hawthorne, sorry. Good. And Miss Bennet... She trembles, neck suddenly coiled on her desk and head buried under the spell she's created. Mr. Hawthorne sighs loudly. It rumbles around the room and I can't help but grasp at the collar of my shirt. Please, stop distracting my students. Again. Or is there an issue you'd like to discuss after class? I force my eyes back to my notebook, not wanting to add to the shame she must be feeling now. Last thing I catch is Emily shaking her head. I don't think I like Mr. Hawthorne that much. He might have seemed friendly, but this is not the way to deal with people. It isn't fair to put anyone on blast like he's doing. I mean, she's distracting you. I don't know what you want him to do. I mean, shit. Emily, stop that! That's still putting someone on blast, buddy. Maybe a bit more harsher, but it's just quicker. I don't know what Dev wants him to fucking do. Devin? Huh? What about you? What about me? Is there something you'd like to talk about after class? No, I'm not liking him much at all. He's got an attitude, I'll give him that. Blood rushes to my ears out of shame and anger in equal measure. No, sir. Remember, Mr. Loper, the other students here are sacrificing a lot just to be here. Maybe think about that before you disrupt my class. Also, if you don't like him, sure, leave a review on fucking... what's it fucking called? I don't know, the Professor Ratings website. They can bitch about him there. It doesn't help that your classes were made up for you. And technically, the school put you in front of someone else. Let's just say that. In your seat. Mr. Hawthorne nods and goes back to his scraps on the board. I guess he has a point. I'm still mad at him, but maybe I should focus on the work for now. Yeah, you're a teenager. You're a teenager. Causes disruption. Gets mad at the person trying to cancel the disruption. Classic. The class goes on. As the Hawthorne releases us 15 minutes early. He's a good man. With nothing else to add, apparently, he's the first one out of the classroom. Deftly pushing his papers and folders inside his suitcase before striding out. For someone as big as Mr. Hawthorne is, he's surprisingly nimble. The rest of the students trickle out of the room behind him in a sea of mutters and tired looks. Makes sense that college-level math is hardly going to be at the top of people's favorite subject. Or maybe I'm just projecting. A bit of both. I stay behind for a moment, slowly collecting both my thoughts and my belongings. I'm not alone. Emily remains behind too. I'm moving with neck still coiled and arms folded beneath the mountain that has been created. She peeks out of her fortress of hoodie and scales, and I waved at her. Well, that was something, right? She nods. Does Mr. Hawthorne have a problem with us? You've been causing disruption. Brother. Literal. Oh my shit. Come on, Dev. I mean, he keeps calling you out in the middle of class. Did he get on me just because I was talking to you? Still, you were disrupting people. And her neck word is distracting by itself. Maybe I'm being a bit too invasive. Sorry, I know it's not really my business. Emily shrugs, then her head pulls out of the coil and extends towards me. For the first time since meeting her, I hear her speak. It's okay. Wow. Her voice is barely a whisper. She breezily forces the syllables out of her mouth. I have to strain to catch it all. Is it really? She shrugs again. Her lips quiver and I can see the muscles at the base of her throat flex. It looks like that kinda hurt to do. Emily reaches for her notebook and quickly scribbles on it. He worries. Her penmanship is perfect. More than perfect, actually. The letters are so well leveled, spaced, and readable that they almost seem as if they have been typed into the paper. And yet, she's been incredibly swift when writing. About what? About students not paying attention? She shakes her head and scribbles. He cares. She keeps insisting. If you say so, you're making an awful lot of excuses for him. I mean, he says we're adults, that he talks to us like we're still in high school. Couldn't he have just told us to cut it out and leave it at that? I mean, when it comes to colleges, sure. But you're making a disruption. You're literally talking to someone else. Maybe, yes, there wasn't much talking, but goddamn, that shit can get annoying. I want this shit to get over with, and you two fucks are just talking. I want to fucking pass this class. Yes, we're adults. And with adults, or when we're living like adults, when you fail this class, goddamn the consequences. Let's just say if you flunk too many times, you'll be forced put on vacation. To me, it was a good thing, but for my parents, they fucking hated that. Also, aren't your parents paying for this shit? Your high school hasn't left you, buddy. I'll leave it at that, not wanting to talk about him anymore. Emily lowers her head. Her fingers fiddle nervously on the side of her neck. Clearly uncomfortable now. She definitely pens another message before angling towards me. Sorry for getting you in trouble. Emily sinks her shoulders and tries to make herself smaller. Her whole demeanor screams apologetic. It's nothing. Offer her a smile to ease the tension. It's a little bit of trouble for breakfast. The joke lands flat because neither her or I laughed. She points to the clock on the walls, and when I look back at her after seeing the time, she's written something on her notebook. It's almost lunch. It's almost lunchtime. What? Wasn't this the first class? What do you mean it's almost lunchtime? Ah, right. Trouble for brunch, then, I guess. Trouble for Is that another term I don't fucking know? Another saying? The fuck you mean trouble for brunch? I know I'm complaining a lot, but I haven't heard of this. Trouble for breathing. I can't breathe. Brunch is terrible. Brunch is amazing. What are you talking about? You get to eat more, bitch. You're just complaining about more food. At least that's the websites I've been saying. Brunch is unpopular. You're unpopular. Right. Trouble for brunch then, I guess. I'm about to repeat my stupid joke when I spy my sketch page. Alright, thanks for the help. But sketch, I mean. I've forgotten to give this girl shoes. Ha. Otherwise she'd be feetless and floating. She wouldn't be able to walk and... she can walk barefoot. Get it, huh? I like your drawings. She's a correct whiter. I hold up the notebook where my two characters are, frowning faces and all. Yeah, they're terrible. They make no sense and I can't get them to make sense no matter how hard I think about it. I keep rambling. The left arm is longer than the right one, and all those zippers. Suddenly they look incredibly, undeniably, and stupidly cringeworthy. The combat boots, too many swords, the flames. I feel like a high schooler that drank too much Appalachian Dew. That's actually nice. Too much Appalachian Dew and watched too much anime and was asked, but is very original, not at all copied, characters inspired by their Obsession series. I had some of those over the years. Not that any level of torture could get that out of me. Emily lightly pushes her notebook towards me, forcing me to crane my neck to read the text. I think they're neat. There are stars and smiley faces littered around the page. That's sweet. That is very sweet. I wonder if we can actually pick our girl for this route, or for this game, which girl we can go out with. Maybe, maybe not. If we can pick our girl, that means there's a lot more bad endings and a lot more good endings. Alright, so why do you like my drawings? I find it hard to believe her, but I always feel bad for asking her so bluntly. To her credit, Emily doesn't have much of a reaction to that. She grins at me, and this time, she writes with her notebook angled at me, so I can see her write each word, letter by letter. They're good. Not perfect, but they're good. I can see that you are passionate about them. Passionate? Only drew some half-assed sketches. They're actually pretty bad looking at them now. Everyone starts somewhere. Emily holds up a finger before pulling out an old sketchbook and flipping the pages open. Thanks? What's this? She smiles sheepishly and jots down. For you. I thumb through the pages quickly to get a cursory look at the gift handed to me. What I find shocks me. Pages upon pages of colorful pastels and elaborate compositions. I feel my expression turn into one of shock. Won't you need this? They are super old and I've got 5 more of them. Emily smiles as she turns the note my way and I can't help but smile back at her. Whoa, really? I mean, thanks. Each page is more incredible than the last. Some have double-page spreads of landscape scenes, and some are massive sketch pages that tell an intricate story, undoubtedly taking countless hours to complete. Emily, these are beyond amazing. You should really consider going pro with some of these. And you call them sketches? She blushes too and rubs her elbow nervously. Well, showing me this certainly doesn't give confidence in my own ability, especially if this was her older, rougher work. It does remind me. Why had I not thought of it before? Hey! Both Emily and myself jump at the outburst. The request is more of a reflex on my part, surprising me as much as her. You're good at drawing. My friend and I are making, or trying to make, a video game. The more I speak, the more I want to shut up, because the passion that just invaded me left just as quickly. Even Emily's face is knitted with apprehension, but I can't stop now. We're going to need help with a lot, honestly. Would you? Oh fuck. Out with it, Dev. Would you like to help us? He's taken aback, biting her lip in contemplation. I mean, like, actually make art for the game. That, would you? There's a moment of silence. Neither of us moves. Her head toils, I think was what I want to say. Her head toils from side to side as she considers the idea, her weight shifting from one foot to the other. I brace for an outright no, with how that seems to be winning out based on her consternation. Finally, she exhales before smiling timidly. Her head draws closer and I hear her loud and clear, even if her voice is still a meager whisper. Yeah, sure. You got another cast member, I guess one can say. After that, and having exchanged numbers with Emily, I'll walk to the cafeteria. I think past that for not having screwed myself by loading up on morning classes. This way, I can actually have a full meal around noon. Like, I know a great deal of it was probably luck when it came to course availability as someone with a yet undefined major. But still, well done, Pastev. I grab a tray and fill it with all the mouth-watering foods I've been craving since my alarm forced me to join the world of the waking. Then I search for the familiar faces of my newly made friends. I can't find them. Until I do. Oh yeah! The girl has arrived, and I need some water. Need more water. Alright, we're right back to it. I didn't really get water, I just took a small break. Right. Oh damn! Start off strong for this clip. The tray almost falls from my hands as I sprint over there where Theo, good that's his name, and Rebecca are quite literally slapping each other silly. Rebecca has a steely gaze, her teeth bared into a combative smirk and her claws drawn. Her hair is mussed, and her tail is drawing slow circles in the air, like a predator readying to pounce. Theo, red-cheeked after getting that slap, is no different, except he's got a confident grin. He gestures for his sister to attack. Come on, Bex. Is that the best you've got? Despite the ruckus they are making, no one seems to be even paying attention. Does no one even care that two people are fighting right in the middle of the cafeteria? Then I remember my convo with Theo last night, and how he mentioned he would talk to Rebecca, quote-unquote, about how she was talking to me. Are they fighting because of me? I'll tell them not to do that. Crap, what do I do? Hey, I wanted to make that choice, goddammit. Hey guys, what's going on? Stay out. Stay out of this warm blood. Ouch, uncalled for. No, you fucking Eminem. You deserve that. You deserve that. Don't mind her. This is family stuff. What? Nice. Theo glances at me from the corner of his eyes before a sound of a loud slap rings out as he lands a solid hit on his sister. She rubs her face. Not bad, not bad. Can you two please not fight? Fight? Dev, this isn't no fight. This is a battle. Or like a one-sided slaughter. This is my brother about to get absolutely destroyed. What are you two even battling about? For your information, you illiterate M&M, we only have one pot sticker left, and we both had the same amount, and neither of us is willing to give it up. So we are doing honorable combat to figure out who gets it. First to yield loses. She gives him another hearty slap, causing me to wince. You're hitting each other as a game to figure out who gets the pot sticker. Yes. Yes. That's what brothers and sisters mainly fucking do. They fuck with each other. Not just brother and sister. Fucking family. Siblings or not. Maybe the only one who doesn't do it is fucking cousins because they barely even talk. You don't get it, Dev, you fucking M&M. You skinny. These things are like this place's specialty. They're amazing, and they only make them like once a month. It's like the smiley fries, I guess. I woke up 2 hours early just to get some for us, and yet still had to wait in line. They go fast. Theo punches the air and shakes his head violently. Then he gestures around as if in some arena. I feel the urge to throw my tray at him for actually turning this into more of a show somehow. Why must I alone suffer after having already made my sacrifice? Why must I be the one waiting patiently for these delicious porcine treats to make a return? I ask you, Dev, is a man not entitled to the fruits of his labor? Is he not entitled for the last pot sticker? And I ask you, Dev, where's my recompense? Recompense, yeah, for dealing with Theo all these years. I do not ask for much, merely a tenth of one pot sticker. She uses her word skills to mask her greed, Dev. Do not listen to her. Nice. He quickly reels his hands back and lays them to her with another open palm slap. She shakes it off in an instant and grins at him. We may share the same father, but you hit like a hollow-boned taro, brother. Damn. I felt a burp coming on, but it didn't come. It is I who will be victorious today. I don't think so, Becca. They don't make platform boxing gloves. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, what does that even mean? You better not tell him. Her mouth hangs open in sheer confusion at this point. What is even happening? Every other student in this cafeteria is ignoring them at this point. Is this a Saurian thing or a Chase family thing they're just used to? I don't know which would be weirder. Oh my. Is this some Hold up, didn't fucking... whatever his fucking name was in Karate Kid. Didn't the kid do that and do this near the end of the first movie? Like Praying Mantis or whatever? I don't remember what it's called. Or Viper, I guess. Rebecca dramatically raises her open hand, poising it like a viper ready to strike. You've given me no choice, dear brother. Just this once. I must go all out. Theo suddenly stands up straight, takes a few steps back, and puts up both hands defensively. Okay, sis. I think everyone gets it. We'll just rock, paper, scissors for it, or something now. When we go to ultimate move territory, you know it's time to... Hypersonic 4-Fall Raptor Claw Strike! Oh damn. Rebecca lunges forward in the blink of an eye. The side steps her slap in what feels like slow motion, and the last thing I can glimpse is her open palms headed straight for my face. Damn! Some people yearn for this moment. Specifically for them. damn! Hell yeah! Oh shit, no. Oh shit. We need this thumbnail. We need this thumbnail. God damn! That is one hell of a hit. One hell of a mark too. Shit, dude. I don't know what to say. My consciousness is set adrift. Though I'm not just loose. I'm just loose enough to know I'm not out cold. Dev. Oh man, Dev, you okay, buddy? My eyes flick open and I'm face to face with the wide-eyed Theo as I'm slumped into a cafeteria chair. It's just... I'm cut short by the stinging sensation across my cheek. I bring a finger up to it tenderly and feel that it's radiating heat like a fresh sunburn. Damn, that smarts? Just happened? Few breathes a sigh of relief before setting down. Yeah, sorry about that, man. You just got caught in between that sibling rivalry is all. It was an accident, but Bex knows to be more careful now. I glance over to Rebecca and she's turned away with her arms crossed, pouting silently. What was that? What was all that over anyway? I guess you forgot? A fucking pot sticker? Pot stickers! It was literally just one. The last one. The pot stickers, fuck. Pork-filled fried dumplings. I hear Rebecca mumble off to the side. Also known as Zhaoji. Zhaoji. Okay. They're delicious, and Rebecca got the last ones. She ate them right in front of my face. Can you believe that? As soon as she makes an unknowing hit, an unknowing kill against an... how should I say it? A bystander. Against a bystander. She just eats the prize. You know what? She deserves it. Wait, you sound like a fucking retard. I think you should be shot. You should be shot, Dev. Theo makes a so-so motion with his hand. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess. I don't know. This is just what we do. It's like verbal sparring. Verbal sparring. So arguing but with hands? Exactly. You get it, man. Theo, that's just regular sparring. You're just an M&M. You probably don't know that you're in debt. Theo simply shrugs in response, and looking between the two siblings, you can't even tell the licks they've been giving each other less than a minute ago. If only I were so lucky. I refrain from asking the clearly racist question of if it's just a dino thing, opting to look it up later. You could have just asked them, dude. It's not a racist. It's not racist to assume that is this a them thing? Well, other people just don't mind it, whether it is truly a dino thing or it's just this two's particular thing. I don't think it's racist. Fucking Latinx piece of shit. For now, lunch is back in a state of calm. Calm. Oh, that reminds me. Dev, catch. Before I can even react, a scalding human ball of something crashes into my face, right into my fresh slap. You deserve that. You fucking deserve that. You illiterate M&M. I scream, quickly battling the napalm fleck off my cheek and let it fall into my tray. It's a lone dumpling. Theo rubs the back of his neck. Sorry, man. Wasn't thinking. But Becca and I only find it fair for you to have the last dumpling with how things went. How is the last dumpling still hot? Yeah. Theo seems fine with it, but I do detect grumbling from Rebecca. Something about winning if you didn't move it like a coward. I stabbed the troublesome snack through with my fork before eyeing it. It could be so good that it nearly causes fratricide. Pot stickers are good, brother. Sad that you don't know. The exquisite porky goodness that hits my tongue makes it all too clear what started the sibling row. I can't in good conscience approve of the melee, but I kinda get it. So you do approve. You do approve. Just slightly approve. That's still approving it. You fucking MNF. I keep on saying it, but goddamn, you contradict yourself every 2 seconds. Oh! Oh, you're like the Shinji of this world. Not the Shinji, fuck. The Shiro of this world. You disappoint me after every text. After that, our convo thankfully becomes normal. We have a short exchange about how the day has gone for each of us. When I make a less than positive comment on Mr. Hawthorne's methods of dealing with interruptions, the siblings share an understanding look. Theo pats my shoulder. Rebecca murmurs something about the system and figures of authority. By the by, Dev, I've got a dozen of great ideas for our game. Rebecca rolls her eyes. Are you really trying to rope another person into that crap? He was squints at her. Come on, Rebecca. You don't need to put it like that. It's not my fault you think that another one of your ideas isn't going to crash and burn like the rest of them. The least you could do is not drag Dev into it. She turns to me. This guy right here starts a new project every few months. He's actually coded some games already. Shovelware stuff, acid flips, all unfinished. So the basic Steam developer. Or maybe even the early 2000s Xbox Live Arcade dev. Those games were something. She rolls her eyes as she speaks. And they stay on his drive until he fills it and has to delete it all to make space for new projects because he can't stick with any one of them. So it's project after project after project. And once he is on one, jeez. She's really laying into him. Hard truth, I guess. Theo stands. Theo? This is bad. This is worse than bad. I don't know what to pick, but I guess it's also my fault. I did agree to go do the thing with him. I'll let you eat all the pot stickers I can get my hands on. Please, sit down. He ignores me. Just when it seems like he's about to walk away, Theo shakes his head and sits back down. You're impossible when you get like this, you know, Rebecca? His tone sounds defeated. Rebecca merely huffs and rolls her eyes. Come on. You of all people know I'm just joking around. You know I don't think your cringe projects are that bad. Theo crosses his arms and shakes his head at that. I don't really know their relationship yet, so I have no idea if he's deeply hurt by what she said or just kind of disappointed at her weak apology. Apology. You're right. I know you're just joking. But what about Dev? Huh? What about me? Yeah, what about him? Look, I know Elliot can be hard to get along with. Certainly doesn't make it easy sometimes. I'm basically giving up hope that you two will ever be friends. Rebecca scoffs at that for some reason, but otherwise holds her tongue. But Dev has been noticed nothing but nice and can easily be a friend to both of us. A pang of guilt hits me as I recall my last interaction with her when Theo was absent. It makes me wonder if I've contributed to this. I don't think I handled that like a friend should have. Friend. Motherfucker. The least you could do is say sorry. Oh, sorry. Rebecca. Theo, it's fine, really. Yeah, see. It's fine. Her eyes are averted as she says it, and thankfully, Theo doesn't press her for any more. We just continue our lunch in that uncomfortable silence. I try to focus on my meal, but the unspoken tension hanging in the air just reminds me of all those silent dinners I spent with my parents. It's not an angry silence, but a terse apology did anything but put the issue to bed. It just highlighted it even more. I can kind of get that. Silent dinners with the families. Not good, it's not bad, it's just, you're just there. No, I guess all the dinners can blend together, you know? The eating get-togethers. Allow my fork clatter to my plate and cough to draw Theo's attention. So I think I recruited someone to the dev team. Theo's face immediately lights up. Yeah? Yeah, an artist. Maybe. I don't know if she'll turn up, but I got her phone number. I can text her later. She's really good. And shy. Like, really, really shy. Her name's Emily. Rebecca stares at me. Long neck Emily? I guess? Is she mute? Is she? Brother. She barely speaks. And when she says words, it might as well be on the lowest volume on the fucking TV. She is mute. What does that not process in your small little fucking mind? Holy shit, dude. She is mute. How would you be in college and not know that? Honestly, it hadn't occurred to me because you're a fucking Eminem. You're you're a retarded skinhead. You're not a racist skinhead. You're a skinhead that just doesn't want to offend everyone, but just offends anyone anyways. By being so pussyfoot. Honestly, it hadn't occurred to me. I just assumed she had a cold or something. She rolls her eyes and huffs. There's no escape from you two, is there? That's from your roommate. Theo starts laughing. That's what you deserve. It's settled then. Emily's our artist now. Don't you want to meet her for... I'm pretty sure with that, the previous exchange just seconds ago, I'm pretty sure he's met her. Nah, I trust your judgment. Not to mention, even an okay artist is better than no artist, right? Plus, if Becky's not happy about including her, then more than enough reason to do so. So, this is really happening. So he didn't really make her, okay. He gets a dreamy look in his eyes. Thanks, Dev. I think we're gonna make it work. Hopefully you stick to, Hopefully you stick to your project. You know what? He turns to his sister. We have an artist then, but we're going to need a writer too. Oh, Becca. No. Damn. Bex? I said no. Come on, Bex. You know you want to. Absolutely do not. Tell her, Dev. Tell her it'd be a great idea. Now I've been put on the spot again. But... we can make some... we can work on it together. It could be fun. We can keep it small and basic. We can make something that matters. Fuck it. Look, I get it. But think about it. When's the last time you played a game that really made you feel something? Rebecca raises an eyebrow at me. I mean, like, most games nowadays are just copy-paste jobs that barely work, right? No heart. Ubislop. Fucking... Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I mean, holy shit, what the f... what was that Musa stuff? The Jews are protected NPCs, unironically. What else? South of Midnight. That bullshit. I mean, it's a standard game. Like 5 out of 10 stuff. Even in the story, the father's gone. But get this, the father isn't black, he's white. Therefore, no stereotype. The stereotype's still there, the father's just white. And of course, the bad guy's a white granny. Why can't it just be force, like the nature? Why can't nature just be the bad person? I guess someone can even say fucking... what's that? Most recent Monster Hunter. It is a good game, but fucking what's that? I think there was some DI elements. You include DI elements in your game, you get more money, so I fucking get it, but do they need it? No. I don't think so. I don't know why that little brow kid is in the fucking game. Just dare to be there. Wow, what an original take. Did you get that from your basket weaving forum? My Mongolian basket weaving forum. You silly, silly. Chicken wing, I guess. What? Okay, fair. But seriously, when's the last time you played something that really grabbed you? That felt different? That had soul? That actually came on a... I don't know. The kind that really had soul. Plenty of indie games do that. I disagree. Exactly. We could do that too. Finally looks up, giving me the flattest stare I've ever seen. Right. Because making the next Undertale or Stardew Valley is just that easy. Well, no, but look, you're creative as hell. Everybody's got serious art skills. He knows his way around game engines. Baldur is something that people like for some reason. There's also Deltarune. Oh my god, Deltarune on Switch too! So cool! $450 just to play that. Hopefully it's on the first Switch as well, but I don't fucking know. Nintendo could have wrapped Toby Fox in a certain deal. He did help with making the boss music in Scarlet and Violet. And you? What exactly do you bring to this masterpiece? Ouch. Valid question, though. Moral support. He brings everyone together. He's the cop. He's the paste. That actually gets a snort out of her. At least you're honest. Come on. Between all of us, we could make something cool. Something with actual heart, you know? Actual soul! Me and soul. Rebecca taps her claws against the table, thinking. You really believe that, don't you? That we could just make the next best thing? Big thing? I mean, maybe? We all love video games. We know what makes them good. Knowing what's good and making it are very different things. We have to start somewhere though, right? She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. Fine. I'll give it a try. Theo cheers. But the moment Theo starts to misbehave, I'm out. By the way, aren't you running late for class or something? Ewo's eyes snapped to a clock on the wall. Shoot, I've got digital logic design in 5 minutes. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is in that class? Fucking... Hold on. Let us actually do some research, I guess. D-I... Digital logic what? Design, okay. Design. What is that? Binary system. I guess this is still the same thing. Okay, so binary codes and basically computer shit. Okay, that's a good enough explanation for me. Back we go. And the class is on the other side of campus. Bye, gotta go see ya. And just like that, he's gone. And I'm alone with Rebecca, our new writer. Oh, well. I should probably also... Oh, wait. I can't control the grimace on my face. This is gonna be bad again. The frown that has stayed on her face nearly all this time fades away. Her expression is turned soft, and she actually looks timid. This is worse than bad. This is weird. I don't know what to do with weird. I'm sorry. For everything. Including the skinny stuff. And for slapping the ever-loving shit out of you. Even if that was on accident. And I'm not just sorry because you wanted me to be sorry. Is that why you waited for him to leave? She nods. Rebecca is clearly out of her element in apologizing so directly. This is more than I could have expected, but still. Press her for more? What does that mean? If we are friends, this shouldn't be overstepping my boundaries. At least I don't think so. Why? Why? Yeah. Like, why not just say that outright? Why just wait until he forces the issue? Her gaze hardens as she thinks, staring into the distance. 'Cause it's just how we both are. He tends to do that. Try to make people get along by putting words in their mouths. It gets on my nerves when he does it, but I'm not really good with sappy and emotional stuff. He always knows how to handle stuff like this, so I just let him. I know I might take it too far sometimes, but he is my brother. And you're not so bad either. She rubs her brow with the back of her hand. I mean, you've been chill with my brother, and I appreciate that. So, yeah, I'm sorry for being a bitch. Oh, I would have never called you that. You're not saying I wasn't one. I'll cope with that, but she just laughs. But, maybe next time we can give Theo a break and work it out ourselves? Rebecca rolls her eyes, smirking. It's like a sister's job to make his life easier, but we'll see. That's more than enough for me. One good turn deserves another. Thanks, Rebecca. It seems to catch her off guard for a moment, and she just huffs in response. Still, the air feels a lot cleaner around us now. Not long after that, we say our see you laters for the time being, and leave the cafeteria feeling noticeably lighter on my feet. My stomach is full, and there are no more nerves dragging me down. Glad we could get that settled. Beck is a good friend, and all around pretty cool, so it's only right we get things squared before she joins the project. Holy crap. We actually have a team now, don't we? There, well, that's that. Oh shit, it's nighttime already? Is there someone climbing the walls? There is. Who is that? I'm sorry, what? There's an intruder. Sussy baka. I saw someone fucking what's it called? I saw someone vent. I saw a green vent. Or should I say purple vent? It seems the boys' dorms have strict rules against girls being anywhere near them. Only female teachers and female students with jobs like club presidents and such are even allowed to enter the lobby of the dorms. The inverse also applies to the girls' dorms. Which is why we're sneaking Rebecca and Emily in, apparently. Okay, so I guess that was either one of them sneaking in. Once I help Rebecca stick her landing, we sneak Emily in. Her long neck enters the room and wraps itself around one of the legs of a table inside Theo's room. The three of us sit on top of her neck and to keep it in place as Emily uses it to pull herself up. I voice some concern about accidentally hurting her neck, but it's apparently a non-issue and only shows my lack of knowledge on anatomy. When the upper half of the rest of her body enters into view, Rebecca rushes to help her in, as Theo and I grasp the table. The gang's all here. Look at that. Hell yeah. Let me get some more water for real, because I don't have that much. Alright, Went for another long break and actually didn't get any water. This shit's too funny. I'm gonna go for a water break. Goes for a long ass break and doesn't even get water. Right. Eventually, they both make it in. Theo? He wipes some sweat from his brow. Yeah? Why weren't we able to meet in the library? Emily and I have night classes tonight. Plus, the library closes at like 7 o'clock or something like that. Yeah. But I think we should address the most important thing first. What kind of snack should everyone bring? Ooh. Wow, I forgot her name. Becca Thigh, let's go. Becca Thigh. We're back. We're so back. And her bushy tail. We gather around on the floor, with Rebecca emptying a small tote full of junk food. Of course, it's fucking Doritos. I grab a couple of bags of chips from the vending machine. Forewarning, the lemon lime bag is mine, and I will hurt you if you touch it. Oh, and Emily brought some cans of dip. Oh, nice. Emily holds up both cans with a small smile, showing one to be bean dip and other sour cream and onion. Okay, that one's promising. Bean dip? I don't know about that. But if this is, well, more than likely this is I know America, so I'm pretty sure it's sweet. If it was English, I'm pretty sure their beans are mostly salty. I think the US beans back in like what the 40s, 50s were salty as well, but eventually just put sweeteners in it for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, cool. I hit up the gas station in town earlier and scored a 6-pack of Pepsi and Appalachian Dew. Yes. Appalachian Dew. I don't know why the Pepsi cans are like that, but okay. No, the Pepsi cans should be blue and the yin and yang should be red and white. I think that's the only red and blue thing that should be there. Whatever. Dev, what did you get? Aw, nice. I ended up bringing assorted sweets like little dino donuts. I'm guessing like Little Debbie donuts. And some discounted candies. That and some last-minute jerky strips for the carnivore siblings. Nice. Just those measly candies in the floor like that. If I use this thumbnail, you should know why. There's a big reason why. For me, at least. Oh, come on, bring that back up. There you go. Emily's already grabbing one bag of chips for herself, and the siblings seem to have chosen the same package of jerky strips. Quickly pick one at random and push it into Theo's hands. Hey, but I wanted that one. But I got this one especially for you, Theo. Okay. That doesn't mean he fucking wants it. Whoa, really, man? Thanks. I breathe a sigh of relief. I just don't want them to get to the point of slap fighting again. Oh, look at it, Rebecca with her strong ass smile. Yeah, of course my fucking camera's blocking it. Look at that. Look at that. That's pure joy. And that's epic. If we do have to choose our dino waifu, well, it's gonna be hard already. I was extra careful to get an even number of bags and then hid an extra away in case I need a Deus Ex Machina should things get heated. He pops open the bag and fills his mouth with jerky instead of answering. Rebecca sniggers at the play and gives me a thumbs up. I felt bad that I wasn't able to convince Theo to use my room, since I have much more space thanks to a lack of a roommate. But Theo was correct to mention that he had his computers and all other necessary equipment set up already, and that I was yet another floor up, definitely beyond even Emily's reach. And there's also Elliot's stuff if we need it, though I hope we don't. Alright, now we can go over the project. Rebecca has agreed to be our head writer, tentatively, and Emily here is going to be our head artist. Wowie zowie. Emily shakes her head as if to say, sort of. By the way, it's nice to meet you. Hey, I'm Becca's brother. Ah, she knows. She smirks. I told her already. I told her all about you already. The grunts. Anyway, yes, video game, yes. That. I'll be the head of coding and dev. Here is... Well, I gulp. I don't have any special talent at all that I can contribute to the project. Sure, I could also write lore blurbs and some quest lines to take some work off of Rebecca's plate, but I don't trust myself with anything big or considering main story work. Debugging? You could do that. Emily scribbles in her notebook. Designer. Okay. Huh? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I mean, he's been the only one actually getting people together and organizing stuff. Makes sense. He's the one that brought us. Sorry, Theo, but if you had been the one to ask me, I wouldn't have been sitting here. You're just saying that to make me feel bad. Yes, thank you for noticing. Guys? I've never designed anything before. I really don't know if I can. He was quick to hush me with a finger held close to my face. No. None of that self-deprecating stuff. Especially not over those gallons of soda I've also snuck in. He pulls a third box full of soda cans. I've never seen this brand before. Snuck in? Why did you have to sneak regular soda into... Holy shit, dude. These are pulled off the market for a reason. Despite her admonishment, I still notice Rebecca's glistening eyes as she oogles the mystery cans. Emily is just as confused as I am, though. These are, like, 10 times more powerful than blue balls. Okay, so... Is there a drink that's more powerful than Red Bull? Like... In a can? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure there were, but I just don't remember hearing anything about it. So yeah, saved for months to get this batch. It's probably the last one on this side of the country. Is it safe? No, duh. But all good things aren't. You're scaring Emily and Dev, Theo. Look, it's not that bad. It made some kids super mega hyperactive and made some middle schooler probably, allegedly, become insulin resistant. The lawyers couldn't prove that in court. But it should be mostly safe for adults. Drunk in moderation. That's actually interesting. Alright, the only thing I can see about these drinks that are stronger than Red Bull pulled from shelves is, well, apparently to the AI, what's it called? G Fuel, Bang, and Raise? I haven't heard of Raise before, but G Fuel and Bang, I did notice them off the shelves, but I just thought they were being reorganized or just cycled out or something. So, yeah. I guess that's what they're alluding to that, or in this. I don't fucking know. Alright. I'm drinking a dozen of these and you're not stopping me. I'm also not covering your medical expenses. Anyway, the game. So, thanks to Dev, we're all united here today, and I had some ideas for our project's genre. Emily quick draws a seemingly pre-written card. No, rhythm. Emily and I talked about this earlier. We think that rhythm games should be totally out of the question. Why? Rebecca shrugs. Not our thing. Let's just put a pin on that and return to it later. Return to just discard it later? I also have some suggestions. Fighting game, A platformer or an RPG. Or VN could be good. Maybe a Metroidvania? All those have been done quite often, but they would give us a good starting point. They can be as complex or simple or complex as we want. A platform, for example, we could have a fully 3D adventure or more simple 2D side-scroller. Which means we can focus on the gameplay loop, look at what was done before and improve on it, make it unique to us. The three of them look at me. Have I misspoken? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything before Thea did. He laughs. Dude, you put all my ideas into a concise couple of sentences. Aw, man. I knew you were the right guy for this the moment I saw you. Aw. Hey, Theo. You want Emily and I to give you two some space? Nah, shut it, Becca. I'll have you know I already let Dev down gently. Emily laughs. What do you mean you... Ooh. Rebecca's burning questions cut short when the door swings open, revealing none other than Elliot. I don't know whether seeing our dorm's head would have been better or worse, but the expression Elliot's got on his face is both piercing and disgusted. What? It's not a question. He pinches the bridge of his snout and sighs loudly. Theo, I know that it's almost Esther season, but... Oh no, Okay, that's weird. No, fuck it. We're not breeding. The brother and sister are not breeding, okay? Fuck you, Elliot. Ellie. Your name's Ellie now. You're being placed into The Last of Us Part 2. Emily immediately recedes in on herself, but it only serves to rile Rebecca up. Ugh! Why would I be here if that was what this was? Oh, hello, Rebecca. Oh, the little blush that she has. Nice. She simply flips him off in return, and his impatient gaze returns to Theo, awaiting an answer. Okay. I see you're annoyed, but the reason we're all here will totally cheer you up. We're making a game. What? Another one of your projects? Elliot regards me and I glance quickly at the girls. Emily's face is, as usual, hidden behind her fringe. Rebecca just sighs. You guys know this is what he does, right? Look, Elliot, I already told Dev about it. We know, but we're gonna give it a try. There's a pause. Then Elliot rolls his shoulders. We? Has he finally convinced people to work with him? Emily points at me, grinning from ear to ear. Blood rushes to my cheeks as I let Rebecca follow suit. No, but you did. He seems like he wants to protest. I just want to leave. Or maybe to say something to defend him. The chance to do anything is taken from me when Elliot speaks again. Okay, fine. I won't say anything about this. But I want in. What? Emily toils her head to one side. Theo, on the other hand, smiles brightly. Sweet. Wait just 1 second. Emily can draw. I can write. You can code, and Dev can make us feel enough pity for him to actually see this through. So he's just Jeremy Clarkson. Hey. And I guess he can write the documentation or memos or whatever. Well, what can you contribute to the team? Come on, Becca. Elliot can do something. He's a business major. He's your whale. He's essentially your whale. Come on. For instance, do you guys even have a project lead? We are a democracy, you fascist. No! Rebecca shouldn't be like that. You must steer her clear from the Reddit ideologies. It's a college, but it sucks that colleges are like this. Elliot scoffs at that. Besides, we don't need you or anyone else mucking up our vision. And how long did this vision of yours take to form? 2 days. Actually, more like a few hours. It's a WIP. But you didn't tell us what you can do, other than usurping creative control. Elliot almost fires back, but seems to think better before calmly responding. A week. Give me a week and I'll prove what I can do for all of you. But why? I've seen enough you projects crash and burn last year. Shifts his weight from one foot to the other visibly. If he's putting up a team to make one of his ideas actually work, then I want in. I've got to see it to believe it. He rolls his eyes. And something about doing things yourself if you want them to be done right. So give me a week to prove what I can do for the team, and you won't regret having me on. I'd never regret. I'm sure I will. Becca! Elliot saunters dramatically to his side of the room and sits on his bed a ways away from any of us. Where were we? Ah yes, the genre. No open world survival crafting stuff. Of course. Actually no! Oh, why don't you like the crafting, Chuddy? Why don't you like the crafting? Chudbud. We're all chudbuds here. Does everyone already have an opinion on the game? Our game. Fucking our game. I won't accept any communist propaganda in my game. Emily has written the words, I'm just happy to be here. Exactly. Our game. And because it is our game, I can tell you that rhythm games, open world RPGs, crafting, all of that, absolutely out of the scope of your merry band of misfits. Either your band, your merry band, or our merry band. Make up your mind, El. Elliot sneers. Our merry band of misfits. I pat T on the shoulder and give him a grin. Okay, fine. No rhythm games, no open world RPGs with crafting. No fucking crafting in general, please. No immersive, exactly, no immersive sims either, because what the fuck is that? It can be X Simulator. Or it can just be Deus Ex. That can be qualified as open, or immersive, whatever. Immersive sims. That shit's just so broad. Immersive sims. No sims at all, really. Ugh. Why would you want to do that anyways? That's your first project. We go over each of our individual strengths and try to connect them with our collective efforts to see how they mix. Emily's art style is dreamlike yet detailed, and I know that Rebecca's writings are elaborate and purple prosy. What does that even mean? Oh, fuck it. I guess we'll do some researching again. Fucking purple prosy. Purple prosy refers to writing that is excessively ornate, flowery, or okay, whatever. Often characterized by an overuse of adjectives, adverbs, and metaphors. It's considered bad writing. Okay. It draws too much attention to the style itself. So you just go full retard on the aesthetics, basically, in writing. I've yet to read any of Theo's code, but Elliot mentions that he's good at making elaborate yet very readable and optimized stuff. But before we start really getting to discussions, Theo stands, holding out his illicit energy drinks. If I may, I would like a toast. I have Hawaiian shaved ice, Alani energy. I've had this for like 2 months. Actually, no, 3. I had it since February. Emily and I look sideways at the beverage, but ultimately decide on a single symbolic sip with the siblings drinking the rest for us. Even Ellie cracks a can open. What's the toast to? Theo taps his fingers against his chin. I guess to friendship? Yay! Gay! Gay nigga! Alright. How about to making a game then? To that we all nod. With that sentiment, we all cheer before taking a swig. Swig. What a verb. Swig. Actually, no. Now that we have the color of the can, I'll just use fucking Google Lens to see what this brings up. Actually, let's do raise energy cans. Holy shit, this kind of does look like Rays. That's the logo. Actually, not really. I mean, shit, man. Rays! Yeah, Rays! That does not look like any of these things. My coughs, man. My coughs keeping going. Tastes like battery acid. Somehow you know. Oh. Oh, damn. God damn. Hammy feels bad. Elliot looks like shit as well. Dev is a survivor. Nah. I feel like I'm about to hurl, but then Emily actually does, and I follow suit. Oh, damn. Theo! Hey, I didn't even do anything. Rebecca just splits a gut laughing before covering a queasy Emily. Theo also gives me an appellation due to purged as acrid taste from my mouth. You'd think that would be a night ender, but after initial cleanup, everyone's still in relatively good spirits, save Elliot, and we all get the ball rolling. The first step is deciding on a direction, a genre. So we all start throwing out ideas wildly as if we are paid a commission for each. Welcome to Fiverr. Not all of them were helpful or even good, but in their own way, helps get us to the good ideas. Once we've got a heading, we can actually start planning and divvying up tasks. And then the real work starts. The real. This is the end? No. It's my second week here at TCC. It's well past midnight, and I can't seem to fall asleep no matter what. Since it's a little past midnight, I guess I can end it off here. Because, let me just see over this. Oh, okay, we can shoot this thing. I guess for the sake of a fighting game. Yeah, there's a lot more that we can do. Okay, yeah. Oh shit, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, I don't know what caused him to do that, but I think it is appropriate to just end it off here. Oh. I didn't want that, but alright. Get that back up. Put back my reaction can for just this. There you go, music's back. Right. So, that is the I think that's the 4th day of DevLog, right? Said and done. We're starting to get into the dev team shit. So, yeah. Excited to see what's next. And, yeah. I just want to see more of the girls, man. I want to see more of the girls. See how this whole team develops as well. And I'm liking this project. I know there's a lot more. There's Hold On To Me. Damn, I forgot the others. I know there's a lot more. Hold On To Me is literally the only one I know. At least on the top of my head. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to that some other time. Because I want to do some Snoot and Wani mods first. Maybe one Snoot, one Wani, and then go on to Hold On To Me. But I'll see how it pans out. Anyways, gonna truly end it here. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like for this episode, and I shall see you, yes you, in whatever episode you watch next channel, man. Peace out.